Butterfield Overland Stage. We're in Abilene, Texas, at Frontier, Texas, and we're here in Abilene to see if we can find the grave of James Drury, most widely known as the Virginian. James Drury was on many television shows, including Gunsmoke, The Texan, Rifleman, Have Gun Will Travel, Rawhide, Walker, Texas Ranger, and many other TV shows. And across the street is Frontier, Texas. On the Virginian, James Drury was the Shiloh Estate Ranch foreman, known only as the Virginian. James Drury later moved to Texas and was in the oil and natural gas business. This is all at the front entranceway. Of Frontier, Texas. This is Comanche life. Buffalo hide teepee and furnishings. The Buffalo Bone Trade. Over here is Fort Phantom Hill. This is a map about moving Texas cattle to the market.
was just a few families scattered in that wilderness between the Clear Fork and the Brazos, who mostly lived in dugouts, with holes in the ground, sometimes picket houses.
James was also in a lot of movies: Blackboard Jungle, The Tender Trap, Pollyanna, Maverick, and many others. The Virginian ran on NBC from 1962 to 1971. James Drury was born in New York City and died in Houston, Texas, from natural causes. This is Elmwood Memorial Park in Abilene, Texas. And the grave of James Drury, the Virginian, is right inside the fence. Elmwood Funeral Home and Memorial Park. And right behind the sign is the grave of the Virginian. The Virginian James Drury, April 18th, 1934 to April 6th, 2020. Some flowers right on top. And this side says Drury. And this side also says Drury. This is James R. and Catherine G. Drury. James is also a veteran. He was a lieutenant commander in the United States Naval Reserve. In 2019, James's son moved to Abilene, Texas. And although James was from Houston, where he was in the oil and gas business, he was taken to Abilene to be buried in 2020 by his son. Here's another view of the cemetery. James Drury was best known for his role as the Virginian on NBC from 1962 to 1971. He never had a name on the Virginian show. He was always referred to as the Virginian. He was never given a name. James is buried under the blue sky of Texas.